we used surveys to effectively see how happy our guests were, see whether our services were working. We used a system called NPS, Net Promoter Score. Now you probably haven't heard of NPS, but you may well have received an NPS survey in the past. Has anyone you ever received a survey? It's like an email, and they'll have numbers from 0 to 10. It says, how likely would you be to recommend our service to a friend or family member on a scale of 0 to 10? 0 being, I really wouldn't, 10 being, oh, I absolutely would. Anyone got one of those emails before? Yeah? That is an NPS survey. Now, we use NPS all the time at Potters for gauging customer satisfaction, really. The problem we always have with it is that it's kind of 0 to 10 is a fairly dry metric. It's a very dry way of saying, do you like us? It makes sense, but we wanted something a bit friendlier. So I'll get into that in a minute, but we were kind of using NPS, we were using CRMs, so we thought, well, we kind of want a product to kind of bring all these things together. Now, initially, we started developing something called Business Hub, which is why we call Business Hub. And this was, we basically took a CRM that already existed. We found a white label kind of product that we could kind of take and develop on and kind of add our own look and feel to and add components into it. We thought, okay, this would be a great way of developing like a tool set for other businesses like us to do all the things that we do. So email marketing, CRM, NPS surveys. And we kind of started kind of developing this thing, and it worked and it was good, and we had a dashboard and we had like an email builder, and it looked a bit funky in places. But what we ultimately realized is that we weren't doing anything new. Now, the whole kind of concept behind NPS and also CHS is that the happier your customers are, really the more healthy your business is. It also means that you can kind of target people who are potentially going to be brand ambassadors on social. So if people constantly give you really good scores, really positive scores, are kind of really singing your praises in comments, you can try and target them and kind of say, okay, well, maybe we'll give you this, we'll give you that, and if you don't mind saying nice things about us on Facebook and things like that. So it all comes back, sort of full circle to this sort of marketing, digital marketing sort of principle. So another thing with NPS is you can obviously turn people around. Someone may give you a really bad score, but if you go back to them as a company and you say, okay, you weren't happy. Why is that? Can we do anything about that? Often you don't need to give them a lot to turn them around. It may just be, look, we're really sorry. Here's a free pen. And you would not believe how often giving someone a free pen actually works. So someone who could be potentially a very negative detractor in NPS terms, or active negative in CHS terms, you can turn them around completely. So you can effectively grow the happiness of your customers, and arguably customer happiness is really one of the driving factors behind any business. Probably case in point is here. The happier you guys are, the probably more productive this business is. It's the same with everything. Happy customers mean more money. So this is why people want it. And this is what we wanted to build. So this is why we decided to build the customer happiness system.